You see, what's happened here is in the early wee hours, very early in the morning when everybody was sleeping, obviously. So this river swelled all of a sudden. Within minutes, it was like, it had grown up by around 2 meters, just like that, within a matter of 5 or 10 minutes. And then suddenly, later on, we saw on social media this entire bridge swept away. And then I'm told later on, further down the stream, hydropower stations have been damaged as well, and not to forget people missing, and then also not to forget the debris that's brought down by this river. The aquatic life downstream entire. You hardly see any water now. It's full of sludge and mud and all that. So see, the thing is, all these rivers, what we need to understand here is they all go and mix with the Ganges, Ganga as it knows in North India. So it's a major basin. If it turns out to be a bigger flood, as it has happened in the past, it might threaten vital infrastructure, critical infrastructure like barrages and dams and so on and so forth. Up until now, it has not done that, but then there is high alert that it could happen as well in the future.
And while the rescue efforts go on at a political level, there have been some disagreements, haven't they, about what's to blame for this?
Yes. So Chinese media, for instance, they are reporting that the reason of this flood was the incessant, continuous rainfall in northern Nepal. Now, when I checked with authorities in Nepal, the hydrometeorological people, the experts, and also the disaster management people, what they're saying is there was no rainfall as such. So they are kind of telling us that the floods actually came in from Tibet. So, these river systems, most of these rivers, they originate in Tibet. So that's where they come down from. So they're saying that the floods originated there. Now, what happened then? That is the question being asked. We will know in the days to come. There is suspicion that there might be some cases of glacial lakes outburst, which has happened in the past, but we don't know for sure as of now because satellite images is not clear. There are clouds, so it needs to be clear, and then we'll come to know. But quickly, we all know that Tibet is a place that has seen massive expansion of water bodies. In fact, it's one of the largest expansion of water bodies. So therefore, there has always been this risk of floods coming down from those lakes.
We see these extreme weather events, don't we? And scientists learn more and more about them. And yet we still see times when people are taken by surprise. There is this loss of life. Is there a sense in this instance that deaths could have been prevented?
So this is where the thing of early warning system comes in, you see. So in this age of climate breakdown, what scientists have told us is early warning is the first tool. That is what we saw in Texas as well. So early warning can really prevent lives and property and so on and so forth. In this case, again, authorities in Nepal told me that there was no early warning as such, and that's why this transboundary river system between China and Nepal, for instance, this communication is vital, particularly when there's this rapid melting of glaciers and also, all this permafrost thawing, disappearing. So mountains come down, and then what they do is they just fall into lakes or rivers, and that wave kind of creates the flood. And downstream, all this critical infrastructure, people, loss of lives and so on and so forth.
OK, our environment correspondent Navin Singh Kaja there. Thank you so much for making your way down and joining us here in the newsroom on OS on the BBC World Service.